Look, I'm just gonna level with you. I've kind of had a up week. Who hasn't? I had like 3 separate incidents that kind of redefine the way that I look at humanity. Let's begin. First of all, a guy I was dating for the last several months just gets up and abandons me in the middle of the night. TLDR, he had a lot of thoughts and he was intimidated by me. And after dating for several months, I call bullshit. That's not cool, dude.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's your favorite mummy on the whole internet, and today we've got this woman who looks like Mr. Sweetie a little bit from Chicken Run. I don't know if you can see the similarities, gentlemen, but let's check her story out and let's check the things that make her, desperate about humanity.
Begin. First of all, a guy I was dating for the last several months just gets up and abandons me in the middle of the night. TLDR, he had a lot of thoughts and he was intimidated by me. And after dating for several months,
He was intimidated by you. What do you bet, gentlemen? How much money can you bet that this guy was not actually intimidated, but he was just not a good option? Or he was just having fun and he called it quits at the end. No, notice how this woman just casually mentioned how she was dating him for several months. Of course, she wasn't celibate. She just, gave him the kitty. And now she apparently wants to find someone to take her seriously. Absolutely not. Let's continue.
I call bullshit. That's not cool, dude. Second of all, I start talking to somebody else and the chemistry is really fucking incredible. It's a lot of like voice notes and text messages and videos, and stuff is getting kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
You forgot to mention that it's not the text messages and voice messages that, are really the chemistry. It's that he is a few weeks above you, Because if this guy was at your league, all these text messages and poetry and flowers, etc., they wouldn't mean anything. You wouldn't call it chemistry. You will say, gentlemen, you will hear the typical words of, he's a good guy, he's just not for me. How many times have you heard that? It's what women say when a guy is just a good catch, honestly, a good option, but he doesn't meet their standards. So let's continue, gentlemen. Don't get fooled. This woman likes him because he is way better than her, not because of the voice messages or whatever.
Don't hate it. I kind of love it. Lastly, I randomly wind up kissing a dude last night and he says to me, have you ever kissed a grandfather before? Which is not a cute thing to say. Oh God.
And this video ends right here, gentlemen. I just wanted to give you a short run, Welcome to modern day women. They'll be hooking up with a guy for several months. Then they will have chemistry with the chat they're actually interested in. And then they will just kiss a random dude in a one-night stand. I mean, can it get worse than this? Honestly, can it get worse? Welcome to dating in 2023.
So, if you are continuing a pattern or a behavior, look for the reward right down to the root. I love this piece of advice because it really helps us look at our behaviors and find out why we're doing them. So no matter what it is, if we're dating the wrong guys, if we're drinking too much, if we're popping off in anger, it may seem like, well, these are all behaviors that don't serve me. It's pretty easy to see. But the truth is, if we're repeating a behavior, we're getting something out of it. So let's talk a little bit about that dating all the wrong guys example. In my book, I talk a little bit about that and say dating guys who are unavailable wasn't bad luck or lousy radar on my part.
Guys, just a second. If I had a nickel for every woman who writes a book about dating, about her failed dating history, I'd be Jeff Bezos right now.
applying my avoidant attachment style extra leg room to stretch out and care not about commitment. It's easy to give a side eye to the sky and ask, why me? Instead, face yourself and say, what was I getting out of that situation or relationship? So I think for a long time I did that. I said, oh my gosh, not another one, not another bad guy, another guy who can't commit, another guy who cheats, until I stepped back and said, I'm the one choosing these partners. I'm the one who sees the red flag right away and headlong into a relationship with them. So I must be getting something out of this situation, out of this relationship, out of this pattern, that I keep going back into it. And when I looked at it, what I realized was I actually was the one avoiding commitment. I was the one that was also avoidant, not just my partners. So whatever it is you keep stumbling through, like, look at the behavior and say, what is it that I'm getting out of this? Because you're not just hurting yourself because you like to hurt yourself. There's something deep down in there that's causing you to repeat that.
Yeah, and it's the anxiety attachment. It's the attachment to anxiety and the need of anxiety and chaos in a relationship. Gentlemen, honestly, props to this woman. I made fun of her writing a book, but she is, in the last weeks, probably the most reasonable person I've covered. So at least she understood that she's addicted to chat and to the anxiety. At least she understood it. Now, I don't know where she will take it from here, but, baby steps. We have we have progress.
And like with my example, with the avoidant and commitment, then you can find what that nugget of truth is, and you can work on that instead of continuing to cycle in a bad pattern of behavior. Hope you like this. The book's on Amazon.
So this is for
Guys, I'd be interested to just buy one of these books and have it read on the channel. Honestly, I think it will be quite interesting to dive into the mental gymnastics and way of thinking of women.
ladies, like in your 30s. If you're not 30, you can just keep scrolling. How are you guys dealing with dating? Like, I said I wasn't going to date again ever because I hate men. But, I'm 35, so I might as well just, I don't know, dip my toe back into the water slowly, But, you'll be talking to somebody and it's still all very new. And you're still asking about your favorite color. What do you do for fun? And then all of a sudden, he's like, what does that mouth do?
That's all you deserve, madam. I love the casual mention of I hate men just flying around. Of course, that is not misandric, guys. Don't get it twisted. It's just when men say that they don't like modern women, oh, that is misogynistic. But to say that you hate all men is not misandric. Anyway, you don't deserve anything more than to be a S3X toy. You don't deserve anything more. You're 35. You've missed your chance at Prince Charming. You've missed your chance at a serious relationship. You've been fooling around all this time. All the guys that were interested in you, you told them to F off. And now you're mad that men just use you. Well, that's what you get. That's what the universe has in store for you.
Bitch. Sir, I don't fucking you, sir. Okay? I don't you. You know what that mouth does? It's probably gonna hurt your feelings. I'm turning into a lesbian.
Nah, that I can tell you what that mouth does, but have to keep it PG friendly. Guys, it's so funny, man, to see a woman like this. And they'll be all pissed, they'll be all mad at men. Nah, you brought this upon yourself. And guys, at 35, she can still secure something. Not with a man who respects himself, of course. But she can still secure something, stable, long-lasting. It's just not for her.
Hey everybody, I haven't really posted in a while because there hasn't been much going on lately. I think Bumble has a lot of just robot accounts maybe, or fake spam accounts. Just things don't add up on there and don't look real, so I haven't really been on there lately. I did decide to go on Facebook dating and see what was out there. I went on 2 dates the past month or so with 2 different guys. The first guy, I'm not going to name names, but he was nice. The only thing that bothered me is right off the bat from date number 1, he wanted immediately in a relationship. Was just like, I'm sold, this is it, you're good, let's go.
Guys, this woman, so maybe you don't see it, but it has the caption dating over 35. And this woman, for my taste at least, not attractive at all. Not in her perfect health condition. This woman at 35, what did she mention? 2 dates in a week, in a month. I forgot it. But you see, she mentions this guy who is interested in her, wants to take it a step further, but she doesn't want to. Right? She doesn't want to because either her standards are too high or he's just not Chad looking enough. Even though she's far away from what a really attractive woman would look like. But anyway, gentlemen, like you see my problem with modern dating, man, and the problem that is making many men to turn away from it is that women, they play around all this time, all throughout their 20s. They get to 30 and they still have the audacity to blame men for only wanting to hook up. So previous woman was whining that men only want to hook up, and she was far prettier than this one right here. So if this one is getting, propositions to have a serious relationship, don't tell me that the last one is not. She's still getting them. She just doesn't care. You see, I mean, no pity, gentlemen, no sympathy. You can't have sympathy for these individuals because they have their options. They've got them all throughout their 20s. They still have them, even at 35. Even single mothers, even an attractive woman, they still have options. It's just their high standards and the addiction to Chad that is keeping them single. And nobody is hurting them but themselves. So let's hear the end of this story, gentlemen.
And I feel like maybe that's a little bit too fast for me, and I have to slow things down.
Yeah, because waiting until you're 35 to date is not taking it slow enough. Man, just what the hell? This is your last train, madam. Hurry up. You're gonna miss it. Nobody's gonna want you. You're gonna end your life with 7 cats. Hurry up. Taking it slow, ma'am.
Second date, second guy, same thing. Immediately just like wanted to lock it down, and I'm not sure if I'm not ready or if they're just moving too fast.
No, your standards are too high. Again, 95% of women's problems are because their standards are too high. You want something better. That's it. You just think that you can secure something better. Even though you're 35, not good looking, not healthy looking, etc. Even though you've been probably riding the carousel when you were 20, you still have the audacity to expect something more than these 2 guys can provide you with. You know, that's what's gonna make you stay single. All right, that's what's gonna make you do a TikTok in 5 years of where have all the good men gone? And you see, gentlemen, even the unattractive woman, they have a plethora of options all throughout their life. I mean, even at 35, she's still getting dates. She's still getting men interested in her. Just imagine in her 20s the options that she had.
It just seemed a little bit insincere, even though they were being nice. What are your thoughts?
I was ghosted yesterday for the first time, so get ready with me because I'm upset about it, and I just can't believe it. Started dating again, met this guy, and I really liked him. He was so good looking. I actually did a get ready with me yesterday talking about this guy, and I just like, no, don't post it, Dana, just hold on tight. Like, I was saying how he picked me up from the airport when I got back from Cabo on Sunday at like midnight. So sweet. Offered me Waffle House, and like, I liked this guy. Good connection. So I am traveling today. I'm in Tulsa, and everything was normal, I guess, I thought. And I came home last night, actually went to the hotel bar, and actually a guy asked me for my number there because I'm worthy of male attention. I don't know why I'm having to tell myself that. That's how
Wait, guys, did I just see the filter? Oh yeah, that's a filter. Yeah, you can see her eyelashes are popping out of her hand. So she's using a filter while doing while putting on makeup, because she can't afford the internet to see her 1 minute, before the makeup is done. It's just not her style. It's not, up to her level. So cringe, man.
I'm worthy of male attention. I don't know
Oh, you see the narcissism there? You just showed your A game narcissism.
why I'm having to tell myself that. That's how ghosting makes you feel.
Because you're an insecure female dog.
Anyway, so I got back from the hotel bar last night because me and him message on Facebook sometimes. Sorry, you're gonna see my eye filter because I'm tired. I didn't sleep great last night. And I was like, is he still my Facebook friend? And he is, like, because we message on there because he's got a droid. Maybe that was my first red flag. And I'm like, don't be I unfriended him. I'm trying really hard not to cuss these days because I sound gross sometimes, but get some effing kahunas. If you're ghosting people, grow the F up. It's just like people that go out to eat and they don't have the money to tip. Don't go out to eat. If you don't have the capacity to have balls and tell somebody something's going on, or if you have a girlfriend or whatever it is, don't date. The most uncute thing that you can do is toy with people's lives. Joke's on him because there's not me on every corner. So, in the words of my girl, Jasper.
Oh, there's literally one of you in every corner. Literally in every corner, if you get the streetwalker joke.
You will never find another girl like me.
Alright, so her friend Becky or Jessie told her that he'll never find a woman like you. Alright then. Hey, that's a good thing. He'll never find something as bad as you. Guys, leave me a comment. What do you think about this woman? Just, not my type. And when you consider in the character of this woman, it's just, man, I would rather date, I know, an object than this woman right here. It's just so unappealing, so repellent. Her attitude, her narcissism, her entitlement, just so unattractive. Just man repellent right there. But we'll end the video right here on this incredibly lunatic woman. And thank you guys for watching. I'll have to see you next time. Have a good one.